When you picture discipling your kids, what do you see? For most of us, we probably think about those perfect moments when everyone is gathered together in the living room, intently listening to mom or dad read the Bible. Can I be really honest and admit that this scene of perfection does not happen in my home? We do gather on my bed each evening and we read the Bible together. However, most of the time there's a kid jumping, crying, pouting, or interrupting. This is just what discipleship looks like. However, we want to encourage you this month that discipleship happens also in moments, not just when we sit and make plans to sit down and read a devotion together. Discipleship is any time that we teach our kids about God or point to them to Him, and one of my favorite moments that I use to disciple my kids are car rides.
Welcome to another episode of Fridays Are for Families, where we seek to empower and equip you to grow as a disciple and disciple maker of Jesus Christ.
Car rides are one of those rare times when I have every kid captive. And I don't know what it is about riding in the car that makes conversation easier, but my kids talk in the car a lot. And it's during these car rides that I hear about what their friends are doing. I hear about their school day, and they ask me questions and talk about things that they're worried about. However, for these things to happen, for conversation to occur, I have to be wise. It takes me being intentional about what we are doing in the car to make that a place to talk. So when I pick up a kid from school or practice, I'm intentional about not turning on the music right away. It gives me time to hear from my kid. And when my kids ask questions, I'm intentional about asking them follow-up questions. Car rides are not me time when my kids are present. It's an opportunity to invest and to hear from them. Car rides are also a time to have fun and make my kids laugh. We tell jokes in the car, listen to music, and dance together. When I was a kid, my mom listened to NSYNC on repeat. Looking back, I realized that it wasn't because she liked my taste in music, but it's because she wanted to enter into my world. Car rides are a time to enter into the world of your kid, to ask good questions, to listen to their music, to hear about what is happening in their world. But for this to happen, you need to set the stage. You have to create an environment where conversation can happen. You need to be a person with whom they feel comfortable asking those hard questions. So parents, I encourage you, next time you're in the car, turn off your music and just listen. Listen to what your kids have to say. Use car rides as a time to build relationship. Use it as a time to build theology and allow your kids to process hard things. Use it as a time to listen and get an idea of where their hearts are. My mom no longer listens to NSYNC when she's in the car, so that reminds me that in 20 years, I'm not going to be listening to the Encanto soundtrack on repeat. But while they're still little and stuck in the car with me, I want to use this time well. So for now, Encanto it is. Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Fridays Are for Families. If you have requests for specific information, we'd love to hear about them. You can do so by commenting on this video on YouTube or Facebook, or by emailing us at family@lifeapathway.com. See you next week.